And we're going to record. Here we are. We're recording. It's August 1st, pinch punch, first of the month. So happy to be with you on the Women Creating Wealth call for Nikken. And we are so excited, having just come back from Orlando. I see Hattie Dane there. It was an amazing event. It was very, very informative, but really inspiring. And I really feel that it was a watershed event. For Nikken, it's so beautiful. Everything that we know really works to move our business forward is in place. And so we're super excited for a phenomenal next few months and years ahead. How we all made millions in the past is how we'll make millions in the future with what Nikken has put in place. So I'll tell you the three key things, and then I'm going to hopefully do a share screen. Oh my gosh, and so fancy. And you have to laugh at me being so technically inept. But the first thing is, the biggest thing is that there is no more queue. That qualifying volume, it's gone. There's no queue, and that means that all your wholesale and all your retail will count toward your points for any kind of rank advancement, qualifying, or anything like that. And that is huge. And I know we all struggled with that, and we did our best, but you know, it was a bit of an impediment, and now it's gone. And we are thrilled to bits, because now you can, you know, have consultant come in and get their technologies, and everything will count at wholesale. So very, very exciting about that. Retail bonuses once a week will be paid out. It's going to take a little longer in the UK because they're getting all the systems to flush together. So be patient about that. But for North America, it's going to start right away. That every week you'll get retail bonuses paid out, which is lovely, you know, so if you do a lot of retail, you know, you don't have to wait a month or 6 weeks to get your pay on the 15th. So that's delightful. There is a new sport bottle coming out in North America, and will come out later in UK and in Europe. And I'm not going to go through all the details of that, but just to say I'm super excited that we have it, and it's a higher alkalinity, and it just looks really, really well made with a cap and no leakage or anything. So that's fabulous. But the big thing that will change the entire business trajectory for all of us is that we have packs back. We have packs. And many of you who've been involved in Nikken a long time, like myself, 23 years, crikey, we know how powerful it is to have packs. We are a network marketing company with the most incredible technologies ever, with the Wellness Home. And every network marketing company has packs. And we needed packs too. And now we have them. So we have 3 packs, and I'll share a screen to show. And cross fingers it will work. But we have 3 packs. I'll just tell you first. One is on sleep. One is for water. Two actual different packs for water, so there's actually 4 together, and then an energy pack. The focus is going to be back on energy. So before I show the packs, this is the key thing. There are many nutritional companies out there in network marketing and down at your local shop. So the thing that distinguishes us from any other company, and why I knew when I started this that I would make millions with this business, is the energy technologies. Melissa, hello. Just settle down, please. Get still. We know you love to walk around. Just be still, or I'll take your video out there. And this is massive. That even though we've developed our nutritionals in a wonderful way, and we really do have fabulous nutritionals and beautiful skincare, we know that we have something nobody has and everybody needs with our energy products. Right? Would you all agree with that, right? And just say, yeah, because you're on mute, but you can nod or put your hand up, because it's phenomenal. We get results very fast. And this is what makes us also so special. We can get people's attention very, very, very quickly with the energetic products. So we are thrilled that Nikken has brought us these packs, which I'll show you, has brought us back to energy technologies, right? Bioenergetics, quantum biology, call it what you will, biohacking. Somebody gave me a new term the other day. I can't think of it right this second, but it was a new like tagline. I'll tell you later. But you know, all these new things that people are really interested in to technology, high technology for energy. So it's so important that we know this is the way forward. And you have to trust us. Those of you who are new, you have to trust us that we know this is how we made our millions. We didn't make millions by accident. We worked really, really, really hard, really hard. And we knew we had the answer for the Western world coming from the East with energy medicine. So we're going back to that. We've got back the wellness home. We've got back the importance of the 5 pillars of health and humans being more, and that the key is humans being more and really growing a network. Many of us said while we were there in Orlando, and I'm going to open it up for others to speak too, is we said, we never got involved in Nikken to sell water bottles or sell this or that. We never got involved to be sellers. I'm hopeless at selling. I never got involved to sell. I got involved to create an empire. And so a completely different way of thinking, an empire of human beings that were committed to the health of our world, humanity and our planet, committed to the health of our world, and would spread this news far and wide, and find other leaders who would spread this news far and wide. And so that's what you're looking for, those key leaders whereby you can really, really talk with them to really develop them, to give them a vision and a business plan to follow, and really develop them as great leaders, because great leaders make great impact, great influence in the world. And that's what we do in Nikken. That is who we are. That's what we're up to. Yes, we sell products by accident almost. We sell products as as a sort of natural byproduct. But, if they don't want to join us in this vision and this movement that we're creating to really bring health to our world. So we're I can't tell you how excited I am for all of us, because now we have everything in place to really make this happen. So I'm going to show you briefly, just super briefly, the packs, and then we're going to open it up for others to speak, because I know our half an hour goes so quickly. So let me see. I hope I can find this. Oh, maybe I can't.
Go to share screen at the bottom, Julie.
I thought I did that. Okay, but then it's only saying desktop with an image. I want the thing that's on the desktop. Shoot. Maybe I can't.
Did you open it up before you?
Oh, flip. Maybe I didn't.
Okay, so just minimize Zoom and go back to your desktop and open it up.
Not even sure I know how to minimize Zoom. You know what? I'm just not going to worry about it, because I'm going to have people here, because you can get it. It's online and it's all there. And the new conversation plan, Suzanne Steele just put it up. We'll put it up to the Women Creating Wealth. Yep, I have it here too. I have it, just it's still damp from the printer. But basically just know there are those 4 packs, really 3 if you think of it. It's sleep, energy, and water packs. But with the water packs, there are 2 choices.
And with the sleep, Julie, with the sleep, there's 6 choices.
Oh, well, yes, of course, according to what size bed you have. Yeah.
And if you want light or regular.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. So, sleep packs are always, you make them up according to what the person needs. The energy pack is 1 pack with a lot of super, small products like the insoles and the MagFlex and the power bands and everything that makes us great for daytime energy, Kenko Touch and so forth. And then the water packs with the waterfall and extra filters and water bottle and shower and so forth. And the choice of shower, of course. And then Suzanne put up, so we'll put that up on the thing. And then Suzanne put up the compensation plan summary, how it will look without the queue, which was so kind of her to do that. So that's all on there as well. And then there is a new PowerPoint that Rick put together, which he'll be doing, I think he did last night probably. And it's, the health, wealth, and freedom PowerPoint, and that's fabulous too. And we can put that up to the Women Creating Wealth as well. So, I mean, those 3 things, familiarize yourself, get with the program. But what's really important is what we felt at this event and what we experienced at this event and what we spoke about at this event. And it was really about, we are here to build networks. That is what we do with the best technologies in the world that everybody needs and nobody has. So let's open it up to, let's go to Nancy. Let's go to you first, my love. And tell us about your experience while you were at the event.
Well, I wasn't going to go because I really couldn't get away, and I'm 2 hours away. And dear Madeline said in an email, see if you can go just for the day on Friday. And I took her advice. I talked to a friend of mine who's been a consultant for 2 years, and she, at the last minute, decided to go, and Ben got us tickets. And we got there at 9:30, stayed till 4:30, and she got so much out of it that she's joining our team, and we're going to Toronto. She was able to spend time with Madeline. We sat with Heather and Gary Linder, and she asked him a lot of questions. She has a nutritional background. Randy, she wants to look at your YouTube and hook up with you. She's really excited, so I'm excited for everybody to meet her. It's worth just getting somebody there, even if it's a short time.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that you accomplished that. That is fantastic. Well, we're excited for her. And as you know, we're all here and available to do calls. Here's Marion joining us. We're going to let her settle down for a second, and then we're going to ask her to join in. Madeline, tell us your experience.
Well, I just pick up from what you said. What was exciting for me after 20 years of attending these big events is that the milieu felt like the humans being more, which I also participated in on Sunday. There wasn't the tension. There was this hope again, the focus on the wellness home, the 5 pillars of health, and energy. And last evening, I met with those that are going to be participating in the medical and healthcare panel in Toronto, and that was a culmination. There was really no one else there, Gary and myself, but the other practitioners were not there. And the whole focus is the paradigm shift of energy that our body needs to work, rather than using our technologies to fix people that are sick. Not that we don't use them, because we know how they work, and those are the stories that we tell, but that paradigm shift to how we are so different in this beautiful, simple model of the wellness home. So those small business units and customers and retailing is still important. So what we've learned in the last 18 months or 2.5 years, it seems like 300 years, but however that long of a period of time has been, is that we can retail and that we can earn an income, and that there are people that are happy to be customers and don't want to be bothered, and they're critical. They're very, very important, and they give us referrals. So now, again, in the hybrid, I think, Julie, what I really enjoyed was Ben did a beautiful job of orchestrating a theme: vision, purpose, passion. And with each speaker through the 2.5 days and the little breakout groups, each reinforced the other with their individual style. Julie Tarr is very different than Dave Rolfe. That's very different than some chose not to use a PowerPoint. And so it was okay to be who we are. It's okay to make a mistake, even on stage. There was more humility and vulnerability to be transparent and admit what I've done wrong, or they've done, each person, and what we've learned from it. That those of us that have stayed and those of us that are here, and the exciting part was those of us that were new, that when Ben asked for the raise of hands for the guests, he was shocked as to how many guests were there at a leadership summit that then became excited and wanted to be members and are now even going to Toronto. So there were the percentage in the ratio of brand new, those new and in process, and those renewed. There were several Royal Diamonds back that haven't been involved, and just all of the talking and the collaboration, the egos were really left at the door, because the refocus and the important focus is on vision and purpose and passion and the gift that we have to offer the world. So it ties so nicely into what we're doing here. There was a lot of attention paid to women and the percentages of women, and yet the percentage of men that are at the top leadership level. So what a wonderful forum this is for the larger percentage to become more business-like. Who manages homes but women? So it just felt so good. When we hear about the law of vibration and feelings, you could feel the feelings. not just hear and see the theory, and that there was so much more interaction between the brand new and the most seasoned, and an honesty in answering questions. And then the fun part was the karaoke. We had country rock star Dennis Williams, just amazing. And Mike, of course, is a rock star. And then I don't know if Elaine Matthews is on here today, because if she is, she should share her story. But she wasn't going. She, at the last minute, is she on? So that she could, I don't see her. At the last minute, she was visiting family in California. When the son decided to go home early, she decided to change her flight to go to Orlando. She had spoken to an executive that hadn't been active before she left for California from Pennsylvania, which is where she lived. And that executive showed up without her being there. She was shocked to find her. Getting off the plane on her last leg, the woman next to her finally asked her, after she was asking her questions, well, what do you do? And she told her where she was going. She came. She's all excited. And she took the karaoke mic away from Dennis Williams and Mike DiMuccio and stole the show in the evening. And so this woman is on fire. And okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Fantastic. It's absolutely accurate and very, very well stated. Thank you. Marion Timms, you came all the way from England.
I did, yes.
Love.
And I'm sitting in the lovely English afternoon sunshine at the moment. It's a lot cooler than in Orlando. We've got a gentle breeze here, which is lovely. But yeah, I'm late, sorry, because I was talking to Ben. He was asking me for my takeaways from the event, because his as an organizer is obviously different to an attendee. And he could sense my energy and my excitement, and he wants me to relay that on a call that we're doing tomorrow night as well. And I think for me, it was just so nice to put faces and bodies to names that I'd seen on webinars and YouTube things. And everybody was so friendly. It did feel like family. Everybody's all heart, made me feel so welcome, treated me to things, included me. It was just lovely. And my message to the UK partners is that we need to take a bigger team next time, not just me. There needs to be a whole group of us go, because you come back with that. I mean, I've only been in Nikken for 16 months, and it's all very new to me. But I've already potentially got an American customer this weekend. I'm so excited. So I've been phoning the US office asking how I do it and what's involved. So I'm way out of my comfort zone. I am, as Gloria Cinder, I think, said, I'm the buffalo facing the storm. I'm not the cow running away from the storm. I'm the buffalo turned into the storm, facing it head on and going through it. So yeah, amazing. I'm so pleased I came. It was lovely to meet you in the flesh as well. And Madeline, you were an absolute star at Humans Being More. That was very emotional for me this time. I don't know why it was, but I was obviously meant to face something head on, which I have. So, yeah, it makes me better than I am, and we can always go on improving, can't we? Fabulous.
Marion,
so good.
you just were a star yourself, just meeting everyone and just really, really jumping in full force. It was such a pleasure to meet you. And I know you mentioned something that was talked about making business plans, about having vision, but writing down your business plans. Can you speak on that for a minute?
Yes, you said I think it was you that said, if you haven't got it written down, you haven't got a business plan. Well, at this very moment, I don't have a business plan, but as of a week on Friday, I will have a business plan, because Nikki and I are getting together. And several of the speakers said, if you haven't got things written down, it's not going to happen. So there's daily gratitude, daily affirmations, a daily method of operation is what we call it over here, not a DO, but a daily method of operation, where you write down the most important things to do, and you always swallow your frog first, which I really like that term, swallow the frog, do the most difficult one first. Yes. So I wrote down so many things that if it's not on paper, it's not real. So it's going on paper and it's going to be real. And just watch out, because here I come. Okay?
Yes, I know it. You and I are going to be very busy. I could already feel it happening. It's great. It was just a joy. Thank you so much for coming, making the effort to come all that way. We do feel that these events are critical for anyone who's serious about leadership, who's serious about really developing a Royal Diamond business. You have to be at those events. It's just the committed decision of a leader to be there, and also, you know, to when they join, to get the packs and get going with the packs and go executive fast and move to silver quickly. And we talked about that. You can go executive in a day. It doesn't have to take 3 months. You can go silver in a week. It doesn't have to take 3 months, you know. And if we were all breaking a silver a month, every month, you know, you just see an entirely different organization.
Different business. Yeah.
And the world needs it and deserves it. I mean, really, really needs our participation on that level. So thank you, Marion. I'm excited.
Thank you.
You just love you to bits. I really do. You just
Thank you very much.
Delight, a real delight.
Thank
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And Hattie Jane, yes, I'm coming straight to you, darling. You come in. No, you don't want to talk? You don't want to talk. I thought you were like, oh, I thought you were waving to say you do. All right. Well, never mind. Is there anyone else who was there who would like to speak on what they observed at the event? Bob, how about you, Bob Satterwhite? I see you there, lovely.
Hey, Julie.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll say a couple things. I think everybody's pretty much covered, you know, the energy that was there. I love, of course, Bernadette and talking about vision. And, you know, what she reiterated is make sure you have a clear vision of your success, because that will drive you and that will perpetuate what you want to have and see in life. And then, of course, Susan Carver, you know, put it right up front for all of us about, have a purpose, but, you know, do what you need to be doing. There was just so many little things that came up. I'm trying to, the other thing I was looking at, you know, we all have done a lot with products. We've all done a lot with, we know we love our products, but when it comes to the business and recruiting the business person, I loved when Brad Arndt summarized what you should do in terms of the business. And, you know, it was just not new things to anybody, but, you know, you were looking for somebody that's desiring more. Okay, so you're not just trying to help everybody. You want somebody that has the desire to be more, do more, and they have compassion, they have contacts, and that they have the capital to invest. So when you think about it, you know, you really, from a business standpoint, you want those people with that same vibration, that energy, that compassion, and that they're willing to take care of their health, invest in their products, invest in their business. So it's a more refreshing thing to think about, is be looking for people like that. Doesn't mean you won't help people with the hurts, because you always have wonderful customers, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
And I liked also Bernadette, there's some practical things that I took away. You know, when we invite somebody to an event, you invite them, you send a flyer, but she said, make sure every time you invite somebody, either to a presentation you're doing or an event, that you say to them, I'm inviting you so you can come and attend and to see if any of this benefits. So give them a reason for coming. So invite them to say, to invite, I want to know that I'm inviting you because I want to see if there's any benefit for you to see. And then when it's done, ask, so what benefit do you see and how do you want to get started? So just a practical thing. So Anyway, overall, very good. And of course, it was nice to room with Julie and Madeline.
We had fun, didn't we? We had a great time. Yes. Thank you, Barb. Really good points. I love those points. There's so many points made by so many people. Herb Rapp was incredible. I mean, everybody was just incredible. Susan Carver was just, I mean, she knocked it out of the park. She really did. She was amazing. And then Barbara Bertucci did a piece about women. It was fantastic. And it was so much fun. And I think everything that Madeline said too around, you know, there were just, you know, no ego, just everybody wanting to help, to contribute, to assist us to move forward and to help all of us, raise our game. The biggest thing I think I heard consistently, though, you know, along with all the vision, was that it is hard work. It is hard work. It's you can't just get up every day and not be thinking about your Nikken business. It's always like, who's next? I just had somebody drop off products right now, just before this call, and sit down with me and talk about, you know, the packs. I told her about the packs and everything. It is fun work, Nancy. You're right. It is absolutely fun work. I love the work. And it is work. You know, it takes time and diligence and commitment and a positive attitude and continually talking to new people all the time. So when we had our round tables, one of the things that I noticed when we said, well, what do I do? You know, I found myself saying over and over again, as each new group came in to talk, was to expand your circle of influence. Go and meet new people. Do it any which way you can, whether it's a book club or a new gym or a new hairdresser or a pickleball game or tennis or whatever it is. You have to expand your circle so that you can meet those new people. It's not just going to happen. They're not just going to walk in your front door. That will never happen that way. So that is, for me, that is the commitment I make every day, is who am I going to meet new today? And that means then you have a lot of people that you're talking to consistently who are all at different parts of the process. So you don't feel that you ever have to you have one person and, oh my gosh, they have to be the one to come in. You have so many, you have such a list that you're not worried if this one isn't interested or that one is. It doesn't matter. You're getting so many no's because you know the yeses are coming. And so expanding that circle of influence is very, very, very critical. Just however you do it in your natural way, your natural environment. But that I just found myself saying that over and over and over again, and realized that I think a lot of people don't understand how critical that is. It can't just be your same circle over and over again. Does that make sense?
Julie, if I could add a comment, Dave Rolfe made an income, because there's women listening and more that will be listening that are working hard for not top salaries or those that are in $100,000 a year or plus salaries. He said, if you're hired for $100,000 a year salary, you're expected to come in early, you're expected to work late and get the projects done, and that's a part of it, and you're on their time clock. Go to the meetings they say to go to. So there are many women that are working that aren't earning $100,000 a year incomes, but can, with this, on their work schedule, write off the trips and the meetings, be with people that are positive instead of people that are talking about cost cutting and how to beat the competitor. We're collaborators. And so those two connected to me on a way that we can approach women that are working hard and say, I don't have enough time. That Susan mentioned, putting those time, money, and whatever the other one is, network marketing excuses on the table, and getting them out in the front and explaining what the potential is and really teaching that. So we can't teach it if we don't know how to teach that business part. So I just wanted to pick that up on that.
No, that's great. I mean, it's the time, everybody will have those issues. You're saying about objections, get them out in front, time issues, money issues and sales. I'm not a salesperson. And that, like even in my own story, it's like I was 3 months late in rent. I borrowed the money to start. So that's the money issue out of the way. I had no time. I had 3 kids, 2 jobs, no time for this, but made it work. So, that's the time issue. And I hate selling. I'm not good at selling. I've never been a good seller to anybody. And that's the third major issue, And so if you just get them out there right away, then, you deal with that really fast. We're coming up to time. So I just want to say again that with these packs, you're dealing in higher, it's going to be a lot easier. Instead of in piecemeal things, it's going to be a lot easier to recommend these packs. And you're dealing in, thousands of dollars and 500 packs and a little over 500 packs. And this is how, again, I want to say this is how we made our millions. People would come in, they invest, they go executive immediately, and then they go silver usually in their first month. I want to really help you all to understand volumes don't have to be so difficult. Getting high volumes doesn't have to be such a difficult thing. I mean, if we can all create $1 million months in volume, why are you worried and concerned about doing 20,000 or 30,000? It is not difficult. It's just a mind shift. And I really want to help you change that mindset from, I don't know how I'm ever going to do 30,000 and go platinum, to 30,000, it's nothing. I can do it in 2 months and move on to diamond and do the 100,000. because it's a diamond and royal diamonds where you make your money, your big money. So if you're in this business to make money, and I definitely am and always have been from day one, by helping thousands of people instead of a few to get their health back in such a noble way, you will make a fortune. So I really want us to work on these calls at upping the game a lot, breaking silvers fast, executives quickly, moving to gold quickly. There's no reason somebody can't go gold within 2 or 3 months of starting the business and going platinum within 5 or 6 months. And less, it could be less, depends on how much of a go-getter they are, you know? And we all are looking for those people who are ambitious and compassionate and get the job done and aren't afraid of hard work. So, and fun work. Thank you, Nancy.
Julie, can I just add what when Sherry's presentation, Sherry did a nice presentation showing about building your network or building your rank, and had one person who sat there and was going to do their web page, they were going to do their business cards, didn't do anything, and the rest went out in the audience and pulled up all these people. So showing that the activity, but her theme or her message is clarity plus activity equals Italy.
That's right.
So think about it. Clarity plus activity equals Italy.
That's great, Barb. And she did a terrific job. And thank you for bringing that up. That was wonderful. It was a joy to be with all of you. I know our time goes really fast. Go look for those packs and we'll make sure we get them up to the sites. And then get them printed off, familiarize yourself with them. And like this lady this morning, it was already like, oh, well, here's a sleep pack. Da, 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 da. And this month of August, anyone who did their 500 last month can get free shipping on any of the packs, so long as it's under your own ID. So you can save not only yourself, but a lot of other people a lot of money by doing that this month. So use this. That's a great gift. I mean, I was amazed when I asked, what is this special thing we're getting? And I was told, and I was like, you mean on multiple packs or just one of each? And he said, no, multiple packs. I said, that is extremely generous. That is huge. So we really need to be taking advantage of that. Big, big time this month. So we got lots of work to do. We'll see you again at the end of the month on the last Wednesday of the month. Have a fabulous month of August. Let's really work hard toward platinum and the Italy trip. And I'm here for all of you, as you always know that I am, to help you succeed. So thanks everybody so much and have a fabulous month.